There's just one more issue. This is Lightning Mark 777, Black Sheep 7867, whatever you want to call it. There's just one more issue about this Northern African crisis going on in Libya. Gaddafi, at this particular time in the media, they say he's got the rebels on the run. What did they think that he was going to do? Just jump up and run and leave power? No. Man been in power for 40 years. You understand? Or more or whatever. So now they want to get him out, and they're finding it hard to do. He's real stubborn. Well, of course he's going to be stubborn. He's been there for 40 years. But at the same time, since there is two different now divisions in Libya, then you work out a compromise. But one thing I believe you're going down the wrong road trying to make that man, going to oust the man from power. You need to compromise with him to share power if he's willing to share power. Now, I'm sure right now at this particular time with all this going on, that would be one of the issues that would be more reasonable than just trying to just oust the man out of power. I think they ought to take a different approach. The man done took your missiles, he done took your bombs, he done took all your little things that you could throw at him, and he still got the rebels on the run. He'll back up a little bit, and he comes back to take his stuff. Now, come on, somebody, y'all need to come at him a better way than that, or you're going to have a lot of trouble on your hands. So avoid a long, drawn-out battle and a long, drawn-out conflict, whatever you want to call it. It was really a war, but we're going to call it a conflict at this time. To avoid all that, you need to just go on and do a compromise like you're doing about the budget with that man, and see if there's a way for there to be a share of power and a share of the wealth with the rebels or whatever the issues are, and where he can remain in power, and then the rebels and their little fraction can have another part of the country, and they can have power and they can live together in peace. But to just try to oust that man out of power, he's got too many followers. He's got too many loyalists. So if you're going to go in, you're going to have to go in and really kill some people, because he ain't going out without a big fight. And I wonder if he has anything very dangerous to use. I mean, have they ever considered that, or they just think he's got a lot of slingshots to fire at the international forces that's coming against him on the side of the rebels? Do they just think that he have little pebbles to throw back at him, or do they really think that they done shut the man down? I mean, all the money that the man got, do you think he might have some nuclear weaponry up in there that you don't know nothing about? You never know. I mean, Russia was selling stuff to everybody once that communism got overthrown. They were selling a lot of things under the table. Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure that you really want to oust this man out of power? And are you absolutely sure that you really want to go in there and do that? Because the man ain't going down without a fight. And that congressman, send him back home, because if he think he's going to make Gaddafi leave office, if he think he's got Gaddafi by the tail, or Gaddafi got his tail stuck up in his butt, I think they got another thing coming. Gaddafi don't mind a compromise, but Gaddafi's not leaving power. The man has 40 years of embedded power, and you think he's just going to leave? I think you need to reconsider your game plan.